another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He might want another play. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense. And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll take it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Selden. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. quarterback run is part of their game plan. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Plows through the defense. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. He wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the misfire, now on second down. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Takes it the other way. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Watson. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Turning on the Jets. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. They punt it away on 4th down. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Hokies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
Hard running there.
nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Smothers. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quick completion on the out route. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made. get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Making side adjustments here. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Scanning the field, it's Watson. On the run, still looking. And he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going to let one go back to the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Watson. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they're able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. What a cut! Now he's loose. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Buys a little time. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Off the play fake on first down. Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They take the lead with the 6.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Let's go. Right. Single.
To the air, it's Watson. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. The short hands. It's Stewart. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
To throw, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, NC State.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Smothers. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Smothers. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
In the red area, it's Smothers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Another incompletion on third down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Holds it in, the first down and more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Selden. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Hokies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the right. Got his man. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking for an open area to his left. There he goes! And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. An 84-yard drive there. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Trying play action. Now improvising. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Got a man. It's Anderson. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Only a pickup of a yard, and that's just not helping much at this point. At least the clock is stopped.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And to get rid of it quickly.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I gotta have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Of OT. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. The throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
With the run on 1st and goal. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.